I mean, Zodiacs versus Rough Justice. What are you going to expect? Chat, you can also write in the chat who you think will win before I say who I will think will win. And yeah, or maybe who's your favorite team? Maybe you don't even expect them to win, but just write Zodiacs will win or Rough Justice will win if you just love that team and you want to support them. And yeah, so we have a kind of a quick look at who you think will win. I personally think Rough Justice will win. I mean, Force before said Zodiacs are something like Pond Guard back in the old days. CBL, I think 2022, 2021, something like that. Pond Guard was very strong, an A team, but now Zodiacs, I'm not sure if they have the same capability. And Rough Justice, they have proven to be extremely strong and to, yeah, also win some tournaments, like the Area Cup. And with that, I would say Rough Justice will win it. Even though I would love to see a close fight, maybe a 1-1, also possible. Would be great to see, but I kinda expect the Rough Justice to win. All players in the lobby. Just to say that, it's 21 o'clock and everyone is in the lobby. That's impressive. And we are ready as well. Everyone is ready. Perfect. We got a on-point match start. Hopefully. If the lobby is starting now. Both teams readied up, so I think nothing more to go over. I hope I don't have to ready up. I'm so confused every time I have to. And here we go. 10 seconds timer is going down, counting down, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and then we will see our last best of 2 for today. With Zodiacs in the attack, offensivity, and Rough Justice in the defense. Let's take a look at the units. Here we go. Left side, no phalanx. You already see the impact. You see some Halberdiers, some Modaos, some Imperial Pikes on the left side. And oh, we got a crash here from Superbone, from one of the Rough Justice players, I think. Maybe not. Maybe we do have. Yeah, I think it's one of the Rough Justice players. And I'm not sure how it's going on, so we just keep going like usually and hope the player will rejoin. Like I said, left side, Modao, and not too many Imperial Pikes. I think twice Imperial Pikes, some Halberdiers, but most anti-cav is Modao, then Reapers and Queens is infantry, and then some heavy cav in the bottom there, and some companion cav on the top. 1 time, 2 times Falcos, and 2 times Ritter Marksman, so some range potential as well. And the Wooey just to finish the infantry setup. Not to forget the Imperial Spearguards, because you also need them as a tanky frontline. The other side, starting with a ton of cavalry. A lot of companion cav, some heavy cav, some Yanyu-Daos, 1 Yanyu-Daos, 1 time Falconetti, some Reapers and Sealadas. We have not seen them today. First time we get to see Sealadas. Queen's Knights, and also a lot of green Retin Pikes, 4 times Retin Marksman, a lot of low leadership investment there on the side of Rough Justice. We will see if it works. Rough Justice usually knowing what they are picking, and maybe also going for Sally. We will see how it turns out. I would recommend not to do it once again. Maybe it's just the same strat as we've seen twice in the match get baited versus Yabadi before, where both teams were just picking a lot of cavalry in the beginning and then going for a bait, for Sally out bait. And yeah, we are going to see that exactly same again, because nobody, I can tell you, nobody would let his units just look through the gate if you don't want the enemies to see it. Here we go, trap being called very early. Usually you don't call it that early, because yeah, you can open the gate only on top here, and nobody will be so quickly on top here to open the gate that early. So the trap is never going to hit any units coming out. But Nice try though. Cannons doing a great job, a lot of anti-cav on the supply. Just making sure nobody can sally out with cavalry and just kill a lot of units. But the cannons and ballistas are just doing too much damage. Flame arrow thrower as well. Zodiacs not really the greatest in clearing the cannons and the artillery of the defense. One trap being used for the ballista. I think that's a good call to take out that one, because the ballista is just a safe or sure unit kill if it hits, and you don't want that to happen. But now you have to take care of the rest, and it seems like Zodiacs did a good job. No artillery on the front is left. Everything is cleared. And with that, they can just go to the walls and let the siege towers land. Let also the ram land. Look at this. Nobody tried to shoot the ram. I think also some nice threats there from Rough Justice not to shoot the ram, because we have seen the ram reach the gate almost every single time. I think we didn't see it be destroyed once in the CBR till now. We don't even see it now. So yeah, shooting the unit is definitely more value than shooting the ram. Ram opening the gate that early though is dangerous, because now the attackers can go in quickly if they want. Usually don't want. Yeah, you just have to watch out for the gate a bit more. I think though the investment was worth it. You get some free unit kills with your cannons, with your ballista, and then you can accept the gate being opened that quickly, because nobody would really want to commit in there if you're not completely crazy and are like, okay, they won't expect it, we just full sally in. But I think I've never seen that. Pikes being a bit too motivated, trying to run into the city there, having to retreat before they get caught, and like that both front siege towers and the rams have managed it to reach the walls. Here we go, that's the second one, and the left one is moving as well. So Zodiacs just bring everything to the walls, making sure they have every possible entrance and can go up everywhere they want. And they're met. They're not met by anything. Rough Justice just staying in the bottom and yeah, taking the time. Knowing there are no Shenjis and no Cocos, they can just leave the units here on the supply. The longbow won't deal enough damage to Reapers to really kill them. He could try to maybe get some more damage, or some damage in just to reduce the defenses of the Reapers, but I think it's 60% damage reduction they have, and every hit they take it's 2.5% less, so the longbow would take some time to really deal some significant damage there, or really take the defenses down. Falconetti being pulled at the left supply point, so protected by the Modao. Beautiful there to see the Falconetti don't have to walk alone. Not that it's too likely that we see a Cuff Sally out at that point, but just to make sure. You don't want your Falconetti to walk alone, because there can always be a dual blade lurking around outside or something, and yeah. Here we go. We see a setup on this staircase. Some Reapers on the middle of the supply, on the middle of the siege tower though, so we might see some Reaper flag coming in. Usually see it with Queen's Knights, but this time Zodiacs decide to do it with Reapers. But look at this, Polex checking on top, probably spotting the Reapers on the minimap. And just from what I can see on the minimap, we see the Reapers rotating to the main gate. So they will be flanking in the main gate, while the rest of Zodiacs is going for the push towards the supply point, towards the B point, completely all the way around, which is dangerous, because they need the Falconetti to work. But I think it's a good decision, especially because of the Falconetti. They can now set up and let the Falconetti do the whip magic here for them. Nothing where they have to commit too hard. And now they can maybe step up a bit more to the front. I just have to quickly change the hero so we don't see that animation all the time. Yeah, here we go. Zodiacs, oh, trap coming in, but also the defense, also Rough Justice having the Falconetti there is kind of a tie here in the standoff. It's a standoff here at that corner because nobody wants to commit into the Falconetti. And like that, both teams have to be very careful. Falconetti now shooting long range, not really shooting at anything in particular. And the rotation from Zodiacs is coming in. Trap also, beautiful trap if Rough Justice is not careful, but usually, yeah, you can see it here. Rough Justice, they know where the traps are. Super Bondo, not too careful. Reapers also having to stop their charge because of the trap, even though it's not hitting anything. But there we go. Reapers, one-time Reaper charge out, and the Falconetti are beautiful placed from both sides. And I have no idea how this one turns out, but it's just a sea of red and blue crashing into each other here. And there's some heavy cuffs coming in from the back, and that's the confirmation that defense, Rough Justice, will win this because the heavy cuff was just dealing too much damage. Heavy cuff from Zodiacs not doing anything. Reapers going in there as well, but again, so much from the defense. Heavy cuff might deal some additional damage, but being met by heavy cuff from the defense. And like that, first defense from Rough Justice is just a dominant performance. Reapers, probably a lot of them are surviving. Yeah, you can see here a lot of the Reapers are still full Reapers after a fight. That's just not the position you want to be in as Zodiacs. We can take a look at the unit count. Rough Justice started with a lot more tier 3 and tier 2, so it's not as bad as it seems, but looking at the tier 5, tier 4, we have 70 more tier 5, or 68 more tier 5, and 150 tier 4 more for the defense. That's still a lot. And especially the tier 4 can be something like Companion Cav, which we have seen also a ton on the side of the defense. And I'm not sure if Zodiacs have brought enough anti-cav for a probably something like 8-9 times companion cav. I mean, I see one time Modao in there, and that's it. That's probably it for the anti-cav. So yeah, one time Modao against all the companion cav from Rough Justice, and not to forget the heavy cav as well. You can see it here already. Twice companion cuff, one time heavy cuff, 3 times companion cuff even. Poor modals. Got a marksman being able to shoot in there. Very nice for them. They can deal some damage and it should hit at least something. Not perfect, but something. Here we go. Rattan's just dealing damage with every volley they shoot in. One Polex being maybe silly? Nope. Will escape. Did some nice work there on the B point. One of our parts is capped, and with that it's around 4 seconds, I would say. Less than that you have to cap it. Maybe not. Maybe 3 seconds less for the attackers, but those 3 seconds can decide the match. And like that, Zodiacs is moving down once again. Rattans are staying on top. That's not good for the Rattans. They won't survive it, I can tell you. The Rattans are now moving down, and yeah, they are not surviving that. Polex is looking for it, Musket is looking for it, and Companion Cav as well. And the Rattans, they just keep on running. What are they going to do as else? And they, honestly, they survive with 11. It's not the best amount of Rattans, but better to have 11 Rattans than to have no Rattans. And the Falconetti are in the block as well, but the flank is coming in. There's coming so much from every side. Zodiacs seem to win the front, but the back is just too much. Only one time Modao's there for Zodiacs, completely at the B point. And okay, 2 times Modao, but The one unit of Modao in the back is being wiped. The second one is going in, but there's so much infantry. Rotter Marksman from Rough Justice now also shooting in. And those units from Zodiacs are just getting wiped again so quickly. 500 to 1071 units. You can already see the difference here in unit count. Rough Justice just being such an experienced team. And feels like Zodiacs not really having the best idea what to do if the enemy counters them with their own strats. Before, they had the Falconetti, but Rough Justice had the Falconetti as well. What are you going to do? And now, the last push, they had Rotter Marksman, they tried to do anything with them, didn't work out, then rotated early, then lost their Rottons in the process because they left them behind, and with this losing the range while the enemy still has the Rottons, what are you going to do? Companion Cuff. Also, I would say Companion Cuff was one of the factors deciding the outcome of the last match. Of the last fight to be correct. And there was a big lack of anti-Cuff on the side of Zodiacs. They still have one full push. Companion Cuff outside is getting wiped. Too greedy here from the heroes, I would say. Why would you run outside if there's still 1 minute 45 left and a full push of Zodiacs coming? I have no idea, but I think it won't matter too much as the defense is set up at the gate. Heavy Cuff going in. Modaus will be able to stop it, but it won't be enough. We see Companion Cuff now coming in from the back, but yeah, once again, Modao will be able to stop it. Modao doing a great job here. Another unit of Companion Cuff is going in. Who is there? Of course, the Modaos. They are doing a great job. Sledris and Boxed. We can take a look at their Cuff kills at the end. Because they had some great Modaos there, but in the end, not enough. People with the Falconetti will be wiped as well. The Falconetti just way too far behind. And no protection. That's an easy clear for Touchos. Companion Cuff. And with this, 45 seconds left. And it's a GG for Rough Justice. Zodiacs, sadly, in that match, didn't really do anything. They lost all their pushes, and I think we will see it in the analyze afterwards how bad it was. But I kinda expect they lost at least always 100 to 150 units more than Rough Justice in every single fight. Maybe the last fight now was the best, but I'm not sure. They probably even lost more there. Some more units spawning here. Trap too late to give the heroes some more points on the scoreboard. And here we go. Zodiacs on the left side. MVP should yeah, here we go. We have even some team damage there. Probably just a trap also hitting a lot of the enemies because he's on the top. Can't be that bad. 2 hero kills, 89 unit kills, 900 points. And then going down the list, 1k from Cedrus with 55 companion cuffs killed and 3 heavy cuffs. So his Modao really doing a nice job for him. And then going down Papi Gotchi with a lot of Siladas. Going down here, most contribution points for SKW. And here we go, Boxed. His Modao didn't get too much of the cuff. Going down the list, most damage taken from Commissar X. Commissar X, yeah. And then on the other side, Rough Justice MVP Super Bowl with the most support points in the match and the MVP here. Only 64 unit kills, 634 troop kill score, and 19 assists. 19 assists is amazing. That's great, and that's almost everyone here has a lot of small support points, so everyone working together to get the heroes out as quickly as possible. Nice to see there. And yeah, then going down the list, we can see here at the top, not too many unit kills. I would say Alejandro, he stepped up with unit kills, but almost no support points there. And then going down here, we have 5 hero kills for Deja Vu, and es hagelt Ehre with 14 hero kills. Also the pike here with 6. Yeah, hero kills on the bottom though, not too many from Rough Justice. So some players stepping up for the team and winning them the fight, it seems like. But still, it's a team victory. So yeah, good job, Rough Justice. And yeah, here you can see it. Here you can see it exactly. First fight was more than twice the losses on the side of Zodiacs than on the side of Rough Justice. Second fight was a lot better, even if I thought they got wiped completely, but it seems like Cavalry was not too bad. In the first fight, we have seen a heavy cuff just coming in from the back, wiping everything. And that turned around the fight so quickly. Second fight, definitely better, and third fight, a lot better. They even got some more kills than they lost, so keep on going, Zodiacs. You might be able to do it in the next round, as we have another round here coming in for us. Okay, next round will be Zodiacs in the defense and Rough Justice in the attack, and maybe we'll see that Zodiacs improving fight by fight. Maybe they have improved enough to take the next round for themselves. Maybe not. We will see it in a few seconds. As there are almost all of the players in the lobby already. We have 20 people in the lobby, but 2 casters, so 2 players are missing, I think. Or a caster is missing. Something, either 2 players or 1 player, 1 caster. Just to mention again, Lion Rock Crew is always banned this week and next week. So if you don't see them, it doesn't mean they are so bad. It just means you are not allowed to play them. So yeah, that's the reason. Other bans, just to go over them once again for those who joined later, are Shenji, Phalanx, and Flames and Kokos. So a lot of special band and the Phalanx band, which means, like we usually see it when Phalanx is banned, a lot of cavalry. And we have seen it now, and I think Zodiacs, they lacked some cavalry there. They didn't bring too much cav. They had some Modaos, but I mean, in one push they had 2 Modaos, 1 in the front, 1 in the back. It's not enough. If you want to win it, it's not enough. When the enemy comes in with 8 times companion cav, you can't just stand there with 2 Modaos. You have to get some more, maybe some for the Brushios, maybe also some Imperial Pikes, Queen's Knights, and those units, they are great, but when it comes to fighting cavalry and really killing cavalry, not just sustaining them, just killing cavalry, they are bad. They don't tend to kill cavalry in such huge, massive fights too well, and the cav will just go in and stay there for a long time, deal more and more damage, and with this turnaround fight, we've seen it right now. And we might see it again if Zodiacs don't change their strategy. I would love to see them bring more cavalry, maybe also not only Modaos, but also for the brushes, because the problem with Modaos is they don't have too much range. They just have, I would say, the range of maybe Reapers. Their pikes are not long. You know the pikes from Modaos. Their pikes are just they're just short, and with that you can't really protect everything. You have to have the Modaos in the front, and when they are in the front they will be wiped by other units, and when they are not in the front, the units in the front will be wiped by cavalry. So not the perfect position to be in. So I would love to see them just really bring, maybe for the brushes, maybe mix them for the brushes more back, and then some Modaos on the for the brushes. So you have some strong anti-curve when the cavalry break through, and when there's just 1 or 2 units of cav coming, you have to throw the brushes. They will deal with them, or at least stop them, so they can't go in further. And that's exactly what I think Zodiacs needs to do. I think the rest, yeah, there was some more problems with not watching the back and some stuff like that. Mainly cavalry is the problem for Zodiacs at the moment. Maybe they can just do a 180 turn and turn it around, win against Rough Justice. I would love to see it. Ready checks is through, both teams are ready, and we are about to start into round 2. 10 seconds countdown is going down. 6, 5, 4. We are loading almost into the match to see what the teams are picking. I would really love to see some for the brushes mixed into the modals of Zodiacs. Here we go. We are loading in the match. And Rough Justice on the left. We sadly don't have team names again. Rough Justice on the left side, Zodiacs on the right side. And sadly, I see even less anti-cav on the side of Zodiacs. I see 1 time, 2 times modals. They realized modals didn't work that well, which is good. The thing I don't think is good is they didn't exchange them with other anti-cav. They just said, okay, modal didn't work, we are bringing more Falconetti. They are bringing 3 times Falcos in the defense. That's some strange strats, but we didn't see them. We don't know if it works. They will definitely have a plan for them. And having Falconetti in every single push can really work out well. Because your enemies, Rough Justice on the other side, they have 1-time Falcos. They have, though, a lot of heavy cav. They have a lot of heavy cav. They have some companion cav. They have a lot of companion cav and some Janus. I think they have around 15 times cavalry, maybe 10 to 15 times. Then a lot of Reapers as well, who don't take that much damage and CC, especially from the Falconetti and the Queens as well. So I think Falconetti, they won't deal that much damage, because even the Mamillos or the T4 shields, they tank it, and the Mamillos, they probably have the anti-CC doctrine on them with 2.5 seconds CC immunity, and that's enough to go in and deal massive damage. And with that, Falconetti, I think they won't work perfectly. They will work in some point, but at the other point they will suffer a lot. So depending on what the defense plans, which is at the moment a lot of cavalry, same strat as before, everyone goes for it. Cavalry at the gate, just sticking through, making sure everybody knows they have cav, and then when the gate is getting opened, they will be turning around and just, yeah, going away. But oh, look at this, if the gate is getting opened, which it doesn't, the trap will hit. But nope, gate is not getting opened, and with it, the horses are totally safe. They are even hitting at the gates, oh my god. They just want to get out there so hard, but yeah, everybody's going for the strat. Just let some horses stick outside the gate and the enemy will trap it. Working again, even though we have seen it now the 4th time, and Rough Justice even did it themselves. Gate being shot at by a lot of artillery already on half-life after the trap and all the arty shots, and even more artillery shooting at it. We might even see the gates break before the ram is there, but I would expect the attackers just to say, okay, ram will hit, let's just let the ram hit. But oh, you can see it on top, Watson, the longbow, he is doing a great job of killing all the grey units. Focusing the right siege tower at the moment, shooting at the Matadori, not really being able to deal too much damage because Surfer Inky is there to protect the units. Very nice job from him. And then the rest of the heroes. They are on top, they're immediately swarming the A point, and with this, A point is a free capture. First unit of Falconetti already out and already being brought close to the walls. Dangerous position for the Falconetti if not being watched carefully. Queen's Knights now at the focus. Nice job there. They definitely want to keep the ram away. Oh, okay, they can't keep the ram away because the gate is closed again. Or the gate was never opened. But they definitely want to shoot out afterwards. Which they don't do. Musket bomb thrown at the focus. Didn't kill any of them, which is nice for Zodiacs. But Rough Justice will have to say some more about those. About those focus. Focus still at the gate. I'm not sure about that strat. Modaus, nice choice here in that position because you have the Falconetti. You don't need the range of the Modaus. Falconetti from the attackers also being brought here towards the gate. Oh no, Falconetti is not brought to the gate. I thought we might see some gate Falco versus Falco action with just everyone throwing the units in front of them to protect them, but nope, sadly not. What we will see here is a trap going to the gate, not hitting into, just barely going here on the top. Very lucky for the Falcos. We will just get the minimap open a bit bigger. And we can already see here some aggression from the defense. The defense not sitting back. They are in the front, going for the fight, and they will not step back a single meter here. Reapers on the left, supported with 4 more units. So we have a 5 unit setup on the left. That's usually what we see. Falconetti on the top, shooting down towards the gate. Spear player getting his spear towards the javelins, towards the focus, and the trap not hitting there. Very unlucky for Rough Justice. Falconetti in the gate, still safe. 10 of 10. Not getting any hit. And we will see once again. Trap in the gate, and that one hits, but it doesn't hit the Falcon. Oh, it does. One Falcon is dead. But yeah, look at this. I mean, they are fine. They are totally fine. We can see Reapers on the left, really aggressive. Watson with the longbow and the Reapers going almost to the top. And here comes the push. Push is coming in. Falconetti in the gate have to make a move now, otherwise they will not be in the position. And there we go, Papi Gocci with the Falcos at the front line. Falcos completely useless, which is so unfortunate for Zodiacs. And with this push is coming in, two-sided push here. One fight on the supply point, one fight on the main gate, and the main gate is just getting slaughtered by the Falconetti and all the infantry. Heavy craft being stopped in the blob, and with this, it seems like both fights are going into the favor of Rough Justice. Falconetti from the defense, second focus, twice focus in this setup. Bit overcommit on the focus there, and too far behind. Falconetti just so far behind, won't be dealing the damage needed. You have to move them in if you really want to be in a position where you have a unit that's worth the investment. And with this, supply will be captured, and that's a big loss. We can take a look at the unit count. We have Rough Justice leading with 140 tier 5 units and some tier 4, and even more tier 4 in the lead after we see those lots of companion craft just being wasted into the anti-cav. But there's more to come, and the units of Rough Justice are about to fall. So now the investment is high. That's almost a full second set of units being thrown onto the supply here. But finally, Zodiacs are managing to stay on the supply, not dropping it. And like that, taking control of the supply. But what is the answer of Rough Justice? Will they accept it? I don't think so. And yeah, you can already see it here. And I can't see the defense against this Cav. Because, yeah, if you are Zodiacs, you have brought 1 time Modaus, 2 times Modaus, I think. And maybe 1 or 2 times Imperial Pikes and some Halberdiers. Halberdiers are not a good cavalry defense, I can tell you. Don't defend cavalry with halberds. Not 2 days cavalry. Maybe you can defend something like Cataphract with halberdiers, but heavy cav, companion cav, Yanudaus, they will just wipe you if they come stacked. Cavalry, though, not too much of a commit there on the side of Rough Justice. They are now at their 2nd set, while while Zodiacs, we can take a look there, are probably a lot on their 3rd set. We have Zodiacs on the right side, we see Watson on his 3rd set, we can see Mr. Billy D on his 3rd set, Takedown 3rd set, SKW 3rd set. There's a lot of heroes here that don't have too many units left. And on the other side, Rough Justice, they are all on that 2nd set. So as the push comes in, what is the answer of Zodiacs? What are they going to do? What's the plan? Modao and Halberdiers in the gate will help to keep it safe. But there's a lot coming. Oh my goodness, what are you going to do? Imperial Spear Guards, not the best answer to all that's coming there. Standing in the front line but being wiped in a second. Cavalry coming through, and that's the end. You can see it. Cavalry, 1 time cav coming through. Red is just swarming into it. But Zodiacs, they are standing strong. Reapers, though, wiping the Falconetti in the back is not what you want to see there. Green Cavalry also not the best option in that fight. And the Rutter Marksmen of Rough Justice are standing in the gate, and they are doing what they are supposed to do. Heavy Cavalry as well. And there's just so much red coming in here. And with that, this match is almost over. Again, twice the unit count on the side of Rough Justice than on the side of Zodiacs. And you can see it's 2 mauls on the supply fighting for their lives. But there's a lot coming their way, and that's 1 down, and that's the 2nd 1 down as well. Here we go, B point is being captured, and I don't think we will take a lot of time to see the end point being captured as well. We have people with the Companion Cuff against Companion Cuff trade here. Which one will win? Probably none. Both kinda pulled the trigger for the 2 at the same time, so it's an even trade here. But even trades are exactly what Rough Justice needs here. If they trade always even, they will win with 400 units lead. And what is going on? Superbone just got betrayed by the server. Or what did we just see here? Rattle Marksman teleporting away, new skill unlocked. Oh my god. What was happening? Trap is coming in, not hitting too much of the defense. And the Rattan Marksman in the back, standing there and shooting happily, but they survived it. Very unlucky for Superbone there. That would have been a lot of unit kills for him. Musket throwing the grenade in, killing some of the Rattans, not being able to teleport away from that grenade. And he will look for another great grenade, but only hitting grey units, I think, at least. Rough Justice preparing for a, I would say, southwest attack. Probably a west staircase in Southgate will be part of the attack. Trap being called on the Rotten Marksman, hitting some of them and slowly killing them all. Oh, and that's a cavalry flank from the southern gate, while the rest is going to the north. To the spawn of the defense. It goes with heavy cav and infantry. What is Zodiacs going to do against it? They are sitting back with the Ruttons as frontline. Not the best decision. And here we go. Heavy Cav going in. Nothing to stop them. Cav going in from every side. And all the units just collapsing now. Halberdiers having a hard time stopping all the cavalry. And they don't deal with it. So the point is just being flooded by red units and heroes. And with this, it looks like it's over. Points being cleared here by the units of Rough Justice, Peepo, and what's not enough to block the point for 4 more minutes, and that's end point wipe, if you've seen one. Units of Rough Justice at the spawn of Zodiacs, and there's no hero left. Nobody left. All are dead, and with this, it's a GG's. Rough Justice winning it. And they won it by a lot here. Oh my god, what a match. Superbone, still without the Ruttons, MVP for Rough Justice. And yeah, great performance. A lot of support points, a lot of healing from him. And with that, nice MVP. And also most support points in the match. Then second, Alejandro once again with a lot of unit kills. And true kill score of 1.4k. Going down the list, we have 5 hero kills for Stockfish. And then we got another 7 unit kills for Sir Crank. And on the bottom, Blood Story with the most damage taken. Here we go. Good job from him. 3.2k, 3.2 million damage taken there. On the other side, Watson with the MVP, 132 unit kills, 26 Martellatory. He is just annoying for everyone playing low HP units. And then going down the list, we have 5 hero kills for Gargadabo, Adobo. Sorry, Gargadobo. And then the rest. Sadly, not that much. We have takedown with the most contribution points in the match. That's it. Looking at the analyze, we can see here first fight and second fight and third fight. All fights dominated by Rough Justice. They were just so on top in this match. Rough Justice just proving that they are one of the best. And that nobody can stand against them, and they have done it so strong. I think nobody has any doubt about that anymore. You can see here Watson just killing the Matadori in the front in the beginning. You can also see it here. But yeah, in the end, I think those 32 Matadori, they don't matter at all.